Progress report week 18. Strength training this week has been a bit different, as you can see. On Monday, starting with the leg curl, I was able to push myself for another 2 reps. Excellent. I did 1 set of 10 reps on the leg press, and then I did 2 reps on the second set before I had to stop. I felt a flash pain in my left knee. I didn't dare continue, even though when I got off the machine, walked around, I couldn't feel anything. I tried lifting my knees, doing some kicks and other things. I didn't feel any more pain. So I think what happened is I probably did something wrong with the angle when I did the push, and that translated into pain, and I couldn't feel any more. Still, I didn't dare get on the machine again, in part because yes, I am terrified of injuring my knees. It is a very common problem with plus-size girlies, and men for that matter. Joint problems are common. Even so, I had one more exercise that training, which is the deadlift, which also activates my lower body. So I decided to chill with the leg press and just do the deadlifts instead, which are my favorite. I was able to push another 2 reps on the deadlift for each set, and so I'm really happy with that. Same goes for upper body. I can't see it on the lat pull-downs because I'm doing the same sets, reps, and weights, but I am doing them more controlled and slower, so I think I am getting stronger on that one as well. As for the bench press, another 2 reps on that one, which is great. And the overhead press, I was able to push the weight to 50 pounds instead of 44. Starting out the week, it was going well, even with the knee pain that I had briefly in my left knee. And then midweek, Wednesday, Thursday, my local geek club, which in case you don't know, I'm a geek, they needed support going to Comic-Con because they were going to have a booth. And so I decided to step up and support. And that translated to going to the storage on Thursday evening. I put that in the upper side because there's a lot of carrying and moving around, and it was an upper body workout session, so to speak. But it wasn't at the gym. It was at my storage unit, moving things around, packing my car, and then going to the expo hall where Comic-Con's at to unload and get all the stuff in and then set up the booth. I put the setup of the booth in the lower body part here on my training schedule because there's a lot more of like legs and lower body when walking around so much and carrying and setting stuff up for the booth. Then on Friday, I came back and continued to help set up the booth and then help operate it throughout that day. I didn't stay until they closed. I think they closed at like 9 in the evening, and I think I stayed until 6 or 7. But I was there at about 9:30, so about 9 hours. And that turns into one hell of a workout session. I did try and sit down as much as I could, so I'm not going to say that I was walking around or standing up for 9 hours straight. That didn't happen. But it was still quite a bit of a workout session. And I know that because I could feel it in my legs a lot on Saturday. And actually, I also got some cramps in my calves. Luckily for me, I know the cramp trick. And if you don't know it, you're about to hear it now, real quick. The trick is simply to stretch out whichever muscle it is that's cramping. And that hurts because the cramp is really painful. If this is your leg and this is your foot, if you're cramping on your calf, you need to flex your foot. Drag out that muscle, which is cramping, and it wants to go tighter, right? So you have to stretch it out, and then the cramping will stop. So that's the trick. Good for you to know in case you don't know. And therefore, because I knew it, I only felt the pain for like split seconds, because as soon as I felt it come on, I started stretching the leg, and so I didn't get any more cramps. On Sunday, I was back operating the booth, but only for a few hours before closing, and then we all started packing it up and heading out to the storage to unpack, which is why I didn't put any of that upper body side there in my numbers, because I got a lot of help from other people. On the Thursday evening, I was on my own. That's why it was quite a workout. But it's still a workout for a lower body that day. Looking at this table, you can see I added a text for when I was at Comic-Con to remind myself of the natural movement and the training that I did. I just didn't do it at the gym. And I think that's a pretty smart trick, because I don't want to fool myself or shame myself because I didn't go to the gym. I still trained. I'm still progressing and growing muscle and doing all these great things for my health. I just didn't do them at the gym. For the weigh-in this week, I'm at 372.1 pounds, which is a loss of 0.4 pounds. Not a lot, but it's in the right direction. Hopefully in a few weeks I'll see even more loss, which I then can believe that I've actually lost some fat and not just fluctuating weights, which we do week by week. Thank you for checking in with me. If I can do this, you can too. I'll see you at the gym.